So I recently received this incredible little box. This is the ToneX One, the new ToneX One. Actually have not tried the real big, the normal ToneX unit that came out a couple years ago. I think it's a couple years ago, last year. I can't remember. I hadn't gotten to it yet. But I just received this and I plugged it in and I messed with the software. There's a lot to this tiny little box. The amp tone's really cool. I love the cabinet, the way the cabinet worked. You can also import your IRs. Normally, when I get a modeling device, I put my favorite cab that I've been using for since 2009, I think, or 11, that I've been using inside my Fractal. A lot of you know I've been using the Fractal ecosystem for since 2008 or it's 2007, end of 2007. And I love it. I love the whole system. I love the effects. I love the way everything's routing, and I even got it down to the FM3. I do have an FM9 and an Aspect 3. Aspect 3 stays in the rack. The FM9 stays there for Tuesday Night Live. I fly with the FM3, and I'm always looking for a good backup. Not that I've had anything go wrong with the FM3, but just in case something happens, it'd be nice to have something that I feel like confident I can play with. I've tried lots of little things. I've tried different modelers, small modelers. This is pretty impressive. Really, actually, it's very impressive. And the size. So I can build a modeling rig, or yeah, I could build a backup rig around this and something as small as the Boss Pocket GT for delays and reverbs and stuff like that, or just take a delayed reverb pedal, like something like the Keeley Halo. Actually, I'm going to put together a little backup rig and see how small backup alternate rig, how small I can get it with this, maybe a Tumnus, the same size Tumnus, and the Eventide H9, or H90, sorry. Yeah, because that does a lot of stuff and that be pretty powerful. I'm very happy with what I've been using, but it's great to discover new things that you can use for so many different things. I like the fact that you can adjust all the settings from here. I still haven't read the manual yet. I did call my friend John Kurzweig, who's a great guitar player, producer, engineer, and he's been using the big ToneX. He hasn't tried one of these yet, and so I asked him a couple of questions. You can get to so this knob is the volume, and you got bass, middle, treble, and then if you press this little light button to let you know which channel you're on, or if you're in bypass or not, this turns into the gain, and this turns into compressor or the gate compressor reverb. And I'm only using a tiny bit of room reverb in here. I was using outside effects for everything actually. I was using delays, and chorus and reverb. Just using this as an amp, and I haven't even tried to profile pedals, because you can profile pedals with this. You can also profile an amp and pedals with this, but I just used the stock ones that came with it. In the demo, I'm using the Super Reverb, their VIR, virtual IR, where you move the microphones around, and I'm using the 1960A Marshall cabinet, which is one of my favorite cabinets. And then for leads, I'm using the Friedman Pink Taco, which I've never tried for, in person. So I'm looking forward to doing that one of these days. I also want to check out the new Friedman IR pedals, IRD and IRX. I think the IRD would probably be more my flavor, but I'll get to that soon. But anyway, back to this. This was really impressive. The tones, the ease of use, how it fared, how it just plugged in and instantly got some tones. I'm not a fan of a lot of factory presets, although I do a fair amount of factory presets for different companies. It wasn't my style, the factory presets, but that was plugging in the software, downloading the software, plugging in the software, and picking different amps, and then changing the settings a bit and the cabinets. It took a very short amount of time. I don't know what else to say. This is where we're at. This is 2024. Came in a box that's the size of a normal pedal. and this is the size of those mini pedals. So it's cool. You can actually make a whole pedal board with just mini pedals with this, a tumnus. I don't know what mini delays there are, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Check it out, the ToneX One, and I think it's like under $200 for a modeler, for a good modeler. You can buy modelers now for pretty cheap with a lot of bells and whistles and stuff like that. This is just good tone in a small box. So right now the Eventide is plugged in as a plugged in programmed as my backup rig, alternate, and it does some cool stuff. And I just finally got the pads right.